Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. If they had been left alone, the Sanford, Florida Police Department would have covered up the murder of Trayvon Martin. But in this modern age, it's not so easy to sweep injustice under the rug. There is a groundswell of outrage spreading all across the United States. And as more information comes out, things are beginning to look really bad for George Zimmerman and the Sanford, Florida Police Department. It is now known that Zimmerman not only had an arrest for resisting arrest and battery on a police officer, but had been previously involved in 3 incidents of domestic violence. The fact that the charges were dropped in all of these cases raises disturbing questions about the police. Who was protecting George Zimmerman? I listened yesterday on the news as they replayed the tape of his 911 call, and you could clearly hear him saying the words, "fucking coon." So those 911 calls reveal clearly not only that George Zimmerman is not covered by the Stand Your Ground law because he was the aggressor and he pursued Trayvon Martin, but witness testimony backs that up. The neighbors came out and they saw George Zimmerman straddling Trayvon Martin, who was on the ground with his back to George Zimmerman. And the police investigation, that's really bad. They drug tested the victim, but didn't bother drug testing the shooter. And the police officers on the scene also tried to convince the witnesses that it was George Zimmerman they heard yelling for help, not Trayvon Martin. Other witnesses were ignored. So now the state of Florida is investigating, and the FBI and the Justice Department are involved. People are calling for the resignation of the police chief, Bill Lee, and the city council, or its equivalent, just entered a vote of no confidence in him. And questions are also being asked about the Stand Your Ground law. These laws have been passed in other states. And by the way, laws like this are a pet project of the gun nuts at the NRA. And as a result of those laws, there has been a sudden spate of unarmed people being killed in dubious circumstances. Now, people should have a right to defend themselves, but they don't have a right to kill unarmed strangers in the street and walk away from it by claiming that they felt threatened. These laws have to be repealed. They have become an excuse for bullies and gun nuts to murder innocent people. Thanks for listening.